Okay, so today I want to look at combo boxes. So these are drop-down widgets with a list of, I'm going to create an effect actually. Test. The only reason why I'm making an effect is that it's going to be running. I don't have to press the keyboard to launch it. Okay, so combo box. I'm going to create one in edit mode. Combo box, and that's going to create everything we need. And it's also going to populate the combo box with a few items. So if I save this and move from edit mode back into normal mode, we have combo box. Great. Okay, so how does it work? How do we get information to C sound? Well, as with every widget, we have a channel, and that channel is going to be responsible for transmitting the information to C sound. Okay, so we can access that information. So okay, combo chan get, and it's called combo box. So as this instrument is playing, every time I change this widget value, K combo is going to be updated with its value. The reason being that they share the same channel. So this instrument is looking for information on a channel called combo box, and this widget is sending information to a channel called combo box, and that's how the whole thing ties together. So if I print K2, K combo, I'm going to take out these. I'm going to take out the outs as well, even though they're commented. Save that. And now, as I flick through here, we can see these values update with the value of the combo box. Yay. Now, that's fine, but you can also do some kind of interesting things. For example, you can populate the combo box with a list of items from a directory. So I'm going to populate it with a list of WAV files from a directory, and that's my directory, which I've copied and pasted. Now when I hit save, I'm just going to take this out as well. When I hit save, we have all the WAV files that I have in that directory. So there's 6 WAV files in there. Now, combo box by default works with floats. So when you update the item, it sends the index of that item starting with 1. So that's the first item, so it'll send a 1. Click this one, it'll send a 2. Click this one, 3, and so on and so forth. Now, it's sometimes, like especially when you're dealing with samples, it can be useful to pass the name of the sample. So to do this, we change the channel type to string. Okay, so we just use this channel type identifier. The populate identifier, you can see if we go to combo box and populate. So this will populate the combo box with a set of files from a given directory. Users should specify the file type in the directory to look in. Yeah, you can read more about that in the help file for combo box. Channel type is set to float by default, but we're after changing it now to string. Okay. So once it's a string, you have to change the output variable at chan get to a string type. So I'm just going to say S, so it's capital S. So string types, string variables in C sound begin with an S. So we've seen I, K, and A variables. So this is the first look at an S rate variable. So I'm going to just call it S message chan get combo box. Let's save that. Right. So remember, the output argument to an opcode sets the rate of the opcode. So by putting an S here, we're setting this up to be a S rate variable. Okay, an S type variable is a string, but what rate is it? It's more or less I rate, but you can use particular opcodes on it to update it in real time. So it's kind of like I rate. It's kind of a mix between I and K. you can't use the assignment operator, which is the equal sign, to change its value. You have to use the opcodes to change its value. Okay, so in this case, I know we have sMessage, which is an output variable from ChanGet. Now we can check that if changed. I'm just going to put in sMessage equals to 1, then and if remember, whenever you've got if statements, you start with an if, then you have a then, and then you must end with an end if. So the whole block comes to an end with an end if. If you don't put that in, Csound is going to be mad with you. So I can print ks. I can just print the value of what's coming into this and print it straight away. So it's already after printing the first one, because when I update the instrument, it's going to trigger that to print. So I can now click on any of these, and we get kick beater, get snare. So these messages can be used to trigger samples, for example, or if you want to play a particular sound file, or if you want to make a little media player or something like that, you can use Combo Box to do it quite quickly.